You are now watching Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel.
I shot him 6 times! What's going on, horror fanatics? Welcome to I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. If you have not done so already, please shoot this video a like. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm a ton, as well as if you're a new viewer to this channel, please shoot that subscribe button as well as that notification icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. Before we get into the video, I want to say Happy New Year's to everyone. I hope everyone is enjoying their time and ringing in the New Year's in a safe and positive manner. But okay, everyone, now let's get into the video. On early New Year's Day, Scream 6's official Twitter page released another poster. This is the second straight week in a row that we have gotten a new poster art from the official Twitter page for Scream. So it's going to be interesting to see, is this the new trend going forward? Is this what we are going to be having, is new posters every week or new clues, something, you know what I mean, something maybe every Sunday leading into the film when it comes out on March 10th, something to keep an eye out for. This is, 2 straight weeks in a row that we have gotten something new in terms of Scream 6, and it has been poster arts. So in this new poster art for Scream 6, we see a map that is outlined and forms into a ghostface mask. But that is not the only thing that's telling. There wasn't too many Easter eggs on first sight of this poster, but if you really dig into the poster, you will find, at least in my opinion, 3 clues that you can make out and have a conversation about, and that's what we're going to do in this video. I'm going to talk to you guys about the 3 clues that I found in this poster, and we're going to have a conversation on what these 3 clues could mean. As you can see where I have it circled, we see Kirby Reed's name is on this map, but what is even more telling is that there is an X beside her name, and underneath it, it says closed in parentheses. What could this mean? More on that later in the video. The second clue that I found in the poster, and you really got to zoom in and hone on it if you want to catch it, everyone. You will miss it if you don't. But you will realize that everybody else's name in this poster that has a dot beside their name, their dot is plain white. Outside of Kirby Reed's the only one who doesn't have a dot beside her name. She's the only one. She has the X, like I said, and underneath it says closed in parentheses, as I stated previously. But when you zoom in on Stumacher's name and you look at his dot has a very vague shade of red in it, it seems. What does this mean, and why is this important? Well, it's important because everybody else's name that is in this poster that has a dot beside their name, there's no shaded coloring in their dot. There's even greater significance as to why this could be and what it could mean, but more on that later in the video. Okay, everyone, now on to the biggest clue that I found in this new poster from Scream 6 that was released early on New Year's Day. The biggest clue that really caught my eye was that all these names that are in the poster are names of characters within the franchise that are supposed to be deceased. Now, back to Stumacher real quick. Why that shade in his dot is significant is because many of us in the community believe that he could be actually alive. And a lot of fans actually want to see that. And we know that in Scream 5, there was many Easter eggs that pointed to radio silence, hinting that potentially there could be some traction to the theory that Stumacher is alive. And the fact that his dot is shaded compared to everybody else that is supposed to be deceased in this poster is only even more evidence, in my opinion, that radio silence is at least teasing the possibility that Stumacher is alive and that it could potentially bring him back. Now, could this mean they're bringing him back in Scream 6? Time will tell. But personally, I think it would serve them better. I've said this on record before. it would serve them better to bring that character back in Scream 7. I'm one of these fans who do want to see this happen. I think it can be made. I think if you do it the proper way, it could definitely happen. And I think this is just another Easter egg that symbolizes that Radio Silence is hearing us, the fans, and are at least teasing. Even if, and it would really, be disappointing if they didn't go full-fledged with it and it never happens, and they were just teasing us all along. That would be disappointing, because I do think that would be a missed opportunity. But I don't believe that's the case. I do believe that Stumacher will be back at some point in the Scream franchise. It's not a matter of if at this point for me, it's just a matter of when. And I think the fact that every single person that is in this poster is deceased. You look at all the names. These are all the characters that are deceased within the franchise. But yet, there's no shade in their dot. There's no shade. But Stumacher's has a shade of red in his dot. That tells me that there is at least a possibility that maybe, just maybe, Stumacher is not dead at all. Another thing that really caught my eye about this poster is that you not only see Kirby Reed's name in this poster, but you see Samantha Carpenter's name in this poster as well. And much like all the other deceased characters, her dot is plain white. Are they teasing that Samantha Carpenter could die in Scream 6? Now, I know this has been a topic of conversation throughout the community. Some people have thought about this, and I personally don't think it would be a good idea, especially given, the performance of the character in Scream 5 and what you were trying to build off of, what this character is, the new Cindy Prescott. I don't think it would make much sense, but this poster is pretty telling to me, at least in terms of a clue, a hint that Samantha Carpenter could potentially be killed off in Scream 6. Why would you put her name with all the other dead characters within the franchise? The same goes for Kirby Reed. Why would you put her name with all the other dead characters of the franchise, and then underneath Kirby's name it says closed? Now, another thing to keep in mind with Kirby, with what it says beside her name, with the X, and it says closed. Now, if you look up top of the poster on the left hand side underneath where it says Subway, you can see a star that says construction. Now, sometimes we know, especially on a map, when a road is closed, it's due to construction. So, could that mean that maybe Kirby's character, what I got from the thought of that is what if they could do what they did with Kirby in Scream 4 and Scream 6? What if they make it look like Kirby's dead, or it leaves us thinking that she's going to die, but then the camera pans away and then we don't know until the 7th one, and then we'll find out. Possibly, but I'd like to think that if that was the case, they would have put the star besides Kirby's name. That's not what was done. There's an X beside her name and it says closed. That tells me that potentially Kirby Reed is going to die in Scream 6. Another thing that is very, very telling in this poster is that Tara Carpenter, Mindy Meeks Martin, Chad Meeks Martin, and Courtney Cox's character Gail Weathers, their names are not on this poster. Their names are not on this poster at all. Is this a hint that they are going to survive? Again, why would you put Samantha Carpenter and Kirby Reed's name on a poster that maps out to a Ghostface mask, but all the names that are also in the poster are all the dead characters within the franchise? Why would you do that if you're not hinting at the possibility that Samantha and Kirby are going to be killed off in Scream 6, as well as why would you leave all these other characters' names off the poster as well? Why would you leave Chad? Why would you leave Tara? Why would you leave Mindy? Why would you leave Gail's name off this poster? I think it's pretty telling, everyone. I think that in this poster, they are hinting at Kirby Reed and Samantha Carpenter being killed off in Scream 6. And I also will say in this poster, they are teasing us yet again that Stumacher could potentially be alive, given the fact that his dot is shaded compared to all the other dead characters from the franchise that you see listed on this poster. But okay, everyone, that is it for this video. Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on this new Scream 6 poster. Let me know what you guys think about my thoughts and my theories, and share your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you all. Once again, this is I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. I'm your host and creator, Marcus. If you have not done so, please shoot this video a like. It helps out so much with the channel and the YouTube algorithm. As well as if you're a new viewer to this channel, please shoot that subscribe button as well as that notification icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. Thank you all for watching.